Hey guys, Ninja Guy VR here, and from the moment I've seen the first trailer of Out of Sight VR during the VR Games Showcase, I just knew that I had to play this one. I really enjoyed my time with an older game called Little Nightmares, which is a 2.5D type of horror adventure, and this new game reminded me of that experience, but in 3D. Well, I had the chance to finish it, and it's time to give you guys my full thoughts on it. Out of Sight VR came out on May 22nd, 2025 in early access on Steam, and is planned to also have a MetaQuest and PSVR 2 release. The original developers are The Gang, but Flat2VR Studios took the game under their wing to create the VR version. They have some pretty promising projects announced, so it's worth keeping a lookout for them.
The lady has special plans for you.
I'm kind of surprised that the game got an E for everyone rating since the story is kind of dark. You're basically a little girl who got kidnapped by a crazy lady, and to prevent you from trying to escape, she, in a nice way to say it, took away your vision. Sophie was losing all hopes until something really strange happened. All of a sudden, you start getting back your vision, but the weird twist is that you're seeing through the eyes of your teddy bear. With the ability to see again, you decide that it's time to escape this horrific nightmare of a house. The story in general is pretty light, there's not a lot of story thrown at you, but it goes at a nice pace and keeps you curious to what's going to happen next. So the main mechanic of the game is super unique. You basically hold your teddy when you're moving around, which makes your vision be in first-person view.
I haven't seen anything.
But sometimes you have to put him down to dedicated spots so you can grab certain objects. The game then becomes a third-person fixed camera. You know, this is what I'm hungry for when it comes to gaming. Unique ideas like this just makes the experience super fresh. Your main goal is to escape this mansion, so you will be traversing halls with your teddy, but then you will often come to an halt where you have to solve light puzzles to progress. The game in general is not very hard, but didn't stop me from enjoying the whole game. There are always little hints to what you need to do or where you need to go. For example, you'll always see a lot of yellow tape or paint around to indicate that you can push that object or climb that table. There are some puzzles that require a little bit more thinking, but it always ends up making sense in the end. There are these unique sessions that breaks the ice from time to time, where this man will grab your teddy while chasing you, for example. It's so cool and at the same time very stressful to control Sophie while having the point of view of your predator.
Come back here, you weasel.
The game is currently in early access, but what does it mean exactly? Well, I'm happy to say that the game is fully finishable in VR from start to finish, and it honestly did feel like a full game. What they plan on doing during this stage is to implement more mechanics and accessibility to make it more immersive in VR. And they also want to optimize the game so it runs smoothly on older hardware. It ran very smoothly on my end with my RTX 4070. You know, I did run into some issues during my gameplay, but it was honestly not bad enough for me to be frustrated or anything like that. Just little things to expect on release. Like this part where I decided to go in the door without my teddy and then got stuck there for a moment. But I was eventually able to get out. I did get a crash once, but after restarting, it did not happen again. I guess maybe the only thing I'd like to see improve is the placement of the teddy on the blanket. Sometimes I had to press the button a few times to make it work. You can also hold your teddy up high, but sometimes that would be a little finicky where she would stop holding him like that, and it would take a few times to register again. It could use a little bit of work for the natural use of these mechanics.
None of them have ever gotten this close before.
So guys, that's all I had to say about Out of Sight VR. This review is a little bit on the shorter side, but that's because it's pretty easy to explain. My playthrough lasted a little less than 3 hours, so it's a shorter adventure, but one that you'll definitely remember. And the ending leaves some open room for a sequel, so it's exciting to know that we might get another game from them at some point. It's really cool seeing Flat2VR dipping their toes into porting new release games since I thought for sure that they'd only be focusing on older games, so who knows what else they have up their sleeves. I want to give a special thanks to my first YouTube member, Seb. Your support really means a lot. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as I go through this journey of reviewing some of the most interesting games in VR. See you again soon!